Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I sent in a little over $1,000 profit worth of Amazon inventory into my Amazon account with only a couple hundred spent. I do think this is the best way for someone to make their first $1,000 online. So this is a step-by-step guide. Let's go ahead and get into it. Greetings everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be covering a step-by-step guide on what I think is the easiest way for someone to make their first $1,000 online, and that is retail arbitrage for Amazon FBA. And all that entails is you're actually going to physical locations in your area and you're finding items that sell for a profit on Amazon. Then you're going to send those items into Amazon and then they sell, and then Amazon will fulfill those orders for you. Now, I realize that when you see how-to videos or whatever the kind of videos are, only a small percentage of people actually take action on them. So my goal is to make this as condensed and thorough as possible, so as many people take action, and so that you will feel comfortable enough watching this video and you'll feel comfortable enough to take action. Now, that being said, this video is a little bit longer than what I normally do, so grab a pen, grab some paper or some kind of word pad or something that you can take notes on, because I'm sure you're going to have questions. And I also want to say a couple of things before we actually get into the nuts and bolts of this video. Number one is I'm only posting one video a week here on YouTube. If you want to stay more up to date with what I'm doing, you can definitely join my Facebook group or follow me on Instagram. Both of those are in the description below, so you can definitely keep up with me there. And the last thing I'm going to say is, if you are wanting to start this or you've not started this yet, I highly recommend you stay till the end of the video. I have multiple giveaways that are going to be beneficial for someone thinking about starting retail arbitrage, or just someone maybe who hasn't even started selling online yet. So trust me, it will be worth it. Stay till the end of the video. Now let's go ahead and get into the step-by-step guide. So the first thing I want to say is, I've been there. This is designed for someone who has, maybe a couple $100s to spend. Maybe you're working your 9 to 5 and you only have, let's say, $300 to spend. This is going to be the business model for you, I think. Now, I primarily talk about online arbitrage and wholesale on my YouTube channel, and you can actually start those business models with that capital. Like, there's some suppliers that will work with you with a couple $100. But the thing is that this RA, retail arbitrage, will give you the biggest ROI for money spent. The first thing we want to cover is, what do you actually need? What are the bare bones minimum that you need to start selling on Amazon? And the first thing you're going to need is an Amazon Pro account. Now, an Amazon Pro account is $40 a month, and it will allow you to send things into Amazon for a profit. Keep in mind, this isn't like eBay, McCauley, or Etsy or anything like that, where you're actually fulfilling the orders yourself. You are sending these into Amazon so they can fulfill the orders for you. So you're going to want that Pro account for $40. And the cool thing is that, let's say 3 months went by, you procrastinated and you actually didn't take any action, they will refund your money if you never sold a single item on your Amazon account. Now, hopefully you're not going to fall into one of those categories. Now, the second thing that you're definitely going to need is the FBA Scan App by Us Seller Tool. It's $40 a month. Now, what this will allow you to do is, it will allow you to price match items you find wherever you're at sourcing and compare it to Amazon's price, calculate all the fees, and quickly see a profit or not. It will allow you to also see the demand of the item as well. Now, Amazon actually makes a free version of this, and there's actually cheaper apps out there as well called Profit Bandit. There's some other ones, but I cannot stress to you the importance of getting FBA Scan App. Never let anyone tell you anything otherwise. And that is because FBA Scan is the only one that actually has database mode, where you can download the database of not only books, but every other category in Amazon into your phone. And this is extremely important because you may be outsourcing and maybe the Wi-Fi is clogged up with too many people on their phones, or maybe you're just not getting cell reception. And so that $40 that you didn't spend will seem minuscule compared to the money that you left on the table. And I actually have a link in the description below. And if you reference my username on sign up, the second month you will receive free. So I think it's pretty cool that they did that. That's the second thing. Now, the third thing you're going to need is a barcode scanner.
And this is the one I use. It's $80 on Amazon. You really only need these if you plan on going to book sales because it will allow you to scan much quicker. You hook it up to your phone and you can scan much, much quicker. And there's actually a version of this that's $40 that's a little cheaper. I recommend the $80 version. Now, some of these scanners go up to $200 or $300 per one. I think that $80 scanner is the bare minimum of what you need. And trust me, guys, when I say stick around to the end of the video, I'm giving you a hint as to what one of the giveaways is. So stick around. Now you know what you need. Now the question is, how do you find what to send in? Where do you go? What do you need to do? And I'm going to be covering 4 different methods that I've used or currently use in my Amazon business. So I still do retail arbitrage 2 to 3 times a month, even though I primarily talk about online arbitrage and wholesale. But let's go into where do you get these items. We're going to go to my favorite recommendation for beginners, and that is finding book sales. And the reason why I like book sales, there's 2 reasons. One is the ROI. So you can spend $1 and you can make 100. Like you can find a dollar book that will make you $100. The ROI is there. And the second reason why I like it is that you are ungated in books from the get-go. So Amazon has different gated categories, which I'm not going to touch on in this video. I do have a video though on how to get ungated, and that is in my online arbitrage playlist. They have certain brands that you're gated in as well as certain categories, but books, you're ungated from the get-go. So that's nice. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to booksalefinder.com. You're going to find a bookstore that primarily is within an hour one-way driving distance of you that has more than 25,000 books. And you're going to get there on opening day, because the opening day is when all of the really high ROI books are there. Now, I'm not saying that you won't find good books if you don't go on that first day, but the really, really good books are all gone in the first 2 hours. So you're going to get there with your barcode scanner, your phone, your FBA scan, and then you're going to start scanning barcodes. And this example right here, you just scan a book and it will show you the profitability. Now, the way FBA Scan App works is there's 4 columns. You're going to look in the used FBA section and you're going to see the profitability of that item if you were to send it into Amazon after all the fees and everything. And I primarily look for books that are under 3 million rank and that have a profitability of over $4. And there's a lot of other leeway in there as to what I look for, but that's a very, very broad generalized range of what I look for. $4 profit. You got to keep in mind too, in the top right-hand corner, it will show you the total cost of what you pay. I have mine set at 0, so I'll just do some quick mental math, whether the book will be good or not. So, you know, this book right here, I just showed you guys, it's an example of something I would not buy, but you know, if the profitability was higher than $4, assuming I subtracted the cost of goods sold, then I would definitely buy it. And if you guys want more information on book sale videos or book videos like this, I will link one in the description below. And I'm also going to create a retail arbitrage playlist, and this video will be in there as well. Now, the next place you can find items is thrift stores. Now, thrift stores do have books as well, but a lot of the times they're picked over. I'm not saying to not scan them when you go to these thrift stores, but just be aware that they're not going to be as good as a book sale. Something else you can look for at thrift stores is actual vintage electronics. So what I mean by that is our VHS players, CD players, Walkmans, stereos, VCR, DVD combos. A lot of these items sell for great money. But a couple of things before you actually buy these is you want to test them as much as possible at the thrift store. So do they have a place where you can set these up and try them? Is there a vintage TV you can test these on? Can you put a VCR in the VCR tape and actually check to see if these are profitable or not, or to see if they even work or not? And these items are extremely profitable. I'm telling you, some VCRs sell for $100 or $200. It's absolutely crazy. And the way you're going to see this is you're going to type in the model into FBA Scan. So unlike scanning barcodes now, what we were doing with the books, you have to manually type in these vintage electronics because there's no barcode to scan. So just type in the model number and see if it pops up. When you find the one that you're looking for, click on it. And then once again, click on the used FBA column and see, is this profitable or not? don't forget to calculate the cost of goods of what you're actually paying. So for this item, let's say it's $60 profit with paying $0. Let's say I pay 20. That means that I spend 20, I make 40. That's a pretty good ROI. Now, we also want to take into account the sales rank, which I'm not really going to touch on this video, but that really, sales rank is just determining how quickly something sells, which is obviously important, but each category has a different sales rank, meaning a different sell-through rate. So, and I'm not going to get into that into this video. Now, the next source I'm going to talk about is garage sales. And garage sales are kind of a combo of thrift stores and book sales. So you're going to find some barcodes that you're going to scan. So if you see anything new at a garage sale, even if the box isn't new, because you can still sell it as used, scan the barcode and just see, is this profitable or not? Or maybe you'll see something that looks expensive at a garage sale. Type it into the FBA Scan app, find it, and see, is this profitable or not? So now some things you can look for at garage sales are, electronics, books, and maybe something that you're knowledgeable in. Now, I want to say something really quick, guys, is that when you first start selling on Amazon, which is primarily who this video is targeted at, you're going to be gated in certain categories on Amazon as well as brands. And FBA Scan will not pick up on all of these sometimes. So I'll give you guys some examples of some brands that you can't sell right out of the gate. You can't sell Apple, Microsoft. You can't sell Sony new. You can't sell new Sony items. You can sell used Sony items though. You can't sell Pioneer, Panasonic, Philips. There are so many other brands that you can't sell. And you also can't sell certain categories such as toys and games. It's completely gated to new sellers. Now, that being said, I do have a video on how to get ungated in these categories and brands on Amazon. I will link that in the description below as well, to where you can reference that on how to get ungated. But from the get-go, you need to make sure that you can actually sell some of these items, because sometimes FBA Scan will not pick up on these. And so you're going to possibly scan something and it may look like a good buy. You can sell it and then you may not be able to sell it. Now, I'll give you guys an example. When I first started selling on Amazon, I came across an Epson printer. I paid $15 for it. It ended up selling for, it was like $400 profit on Amazon. Turns out I was gated in Epson, so I ended up having to list it on eBay. I still made like $200 or $300. But what I'm getting at is just be aware of some of these things so you don't spend a whole bunch of money and then you have to list them on eBay, which you can do, but that's not the point of this video. And the last method of sourcing things to sell on Amazon, and this is what traditionally people know as retail arbitrage, is going into retail stores, scanning barcodes, and sourcing things from there. Now, I want to backtrack and say, when it comes to garage sales and retail stores, I don't really recommend going in there with your barcode scanner. You can, but if you're having to go back and forth between typing something and scanning something, you'll have to switch between Bluetooth mode and your phone, which can be kind of cumbersome. So if you know you're only going to be scanning and you're not going to be typing in any used goods into your FBA scan, then I say go for it, bring your barcode scanner. But if you're going to be going back and forth between finding used goods and new goods, it can be kind of cumbersome. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But if you're in a retail store and you only want to be scanning new goods, bring your barcode scanner. It will definitely save you some time. And what you're going to want to do is, I don't recommend just picking a retail store and going in and start scanning. I think that is a huge waste of time. So I'm going to be addressing several ways that might be beneficial for you. So the first and foremost, and this is really the only way that I do retail arbitrage at the moment, is if I'm out and about and I'm already at the store, I might scan. So I'll give you guys an example. I go to a grocery store that buys from closeout suppliers, then they sell those closeout items. So meaning that they have some great deals, but the items that they get are always different. And that's how they pass on those deals to the customers. Well, if I'm there and I see a good deal on some supplements or maybe a certain protein bar, I might bust out my FBA Scan app and scan it really quick to see, is this a good deal or not? And maybe 2 to 3 times a month, I'm finding a really good deal on where I might buy all of the protein bars that they have of that particular brand. You can make a lot of money doing that. And the same goes for regular stores. So let's say you're at Home Depot and you're buying something you can just go to their clearance section and see, do they have anything that's worth scanning? Same with Lowe's or any other store. But to actually go to these stores and make a trip out of it, I think is a waste of time. Like, I know Dollar Tree is popular. I just think that's a waste of time. Now, an instance of where I would recommend someone doing this, of just setting a certain day and going out and doing this, is one is if you're ungated in some big brands that are specialized. So like, for example, Nike and Lego. I know people that are doing 60 to 70K a month gross just from doing retail arbitrage for Lego and Nike items. North Face is another one. But guess what? Those brands are gated on Amazon. So from the get-go, that's not really going to be beneficial to you. But maybe when you get ungated in these, then you can actually set aside a day to where you do this and you make 3 to 5K profit that day. Now, the last instance I'm going to bring up is, let's say you're doing online arbitrage, which this isn't what this video is about, but you go on Barnes & Noble and you see that they have a certain item in stock or out of stock on for a good profit, but they have it actually in the store. Then it would make sense for you to maybe go to the store, assuming it was close, and source that item. So you kind of did your homework before time. The same can be applied to Black Friday, like if you were to go through Black Friday ads and do some retail arbitrage that way. But I really don't recommend just going to a store and start scanning. It's a huge waste of time. You know, retail arbitrage already has the con of you're limited by your time and you don't want to just add that to the list. So I don't really recommend that. Now, the next step is, let's say you have your items, you're ready to list your items. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go into your Amazon seller account. You're going to go to the inventory tab. You're going to click on add product, and then you're going to list your product. Either maybe it was the ISBN code, or maybe it was whatever product that you got. You're going to type it into the add product section, find it, and then click sell yours. Then you're going to make sure that it says fulfilled by Amazon, because you're not wanting to sell this yourself. You're wanting to send this into Amazon. And always underestimate the condition of your item. So if it looks like a really good condition, maybe you put it as good. If it's kind of dinged up a little bit, put it as acceptable. You're always wanting to over deliver on your value to your customers, and you do not want bad seller feedback, because it will completely ruin your sales in the beginning. Now that you actually have listed your item, now comes the time to send it into Amazon. And I'm not actually going to cover that in this video, because I have a whole video dedicated to sending items into Amazon, which I will also link in the description below, and will also be in the retail arbitrage playlist for Amazon FBA. And then once you send your items into Amazon, there's going to be a few more complexities in terms of how do you price your items? How do you maintain the price of your items? How do you keep track of inventory? All of these things are very important, but they're more of an add-on. So I'm not really going to touch on those in these videos. But I do want to say that if you do want to learn more about this, my buddy Adam Fisher does have a retail arbitrage course. It's really the best one and only one that I know of out on the market right now. And if you do sign up with my link in the description below, I will be giving you a free 15-minute phone call if you, after the payment is cleared. And now that barcode scanner that I mentioned earlier right here, I will be giving away to one person in this video. And this is how you enter in for that. You have to like, subscribe, share the video to any platform. It can be your Twitter, Facebook, whatever, whoever you think may need this video. And then comment scanner in the description below. And then the video after this one, I will be announcing a winner for that. And then lastly, I'm going to be giving away a 30-minute free phone call, which normally I charge $45 for a 30-minute phone call. I will be giving that away to one person in the comments as well. And all you have to do is comment, call, like, and subscribe. And that will enter you in a chance for that. And I will also be announcing that next video as well. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video here. I really hope you found some value in this. I hope that you're one of those people that will take action, and I wish you the best, and I will see you guys next time. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. Also consider joining that Facebook group in the description below where you can ask questions and network with others. Thanks a lot, and look forward to seeing you in there.